Yes, hello, good morning. Welcome to my channel, Ivan Che Innocent One here on YouTube. There has been a number of development so I think that now what is on the scoreboard, Chief Justice, the removal, petition, everything, and Ramima swift update, but then we know ever go through a number of issues. Petition Nankasa, I have read through all the three petitions. Made a munsem ever bachelor, the womb, and the Chief Justice in the responses are wama in three of these petitions, and the womb, the President Mahama Aye, and what the MPP is saying, demonstration and as a forum, we are coming to separate the fact from fiction, the fact from propaganda, the fact from political malice and any other thing. And to say the Messiah cannot, if you are not part of this intellectual community, subscribe, be part of this family. The name is Ivan Che Innocent One here on YouTube. Subscribe, go to Facebook, hit on this follow button and be part of this family, and let's grow together. And I know you better sorry, I don't want to bore you with those things because matter that petition means you submit a command President Mahama. In that petition, you know, the whole thing is Nani Pakro Chief Justice Amust conducting a display incompetence and President Mahama engine and the petition also now only Chief Justice in free ho. My culture says I your constitution article 146 it provided three grounds of pet and I'll be to be a general so a Chief Justice a free ho. One, in stated misbehavior, incompetence, and an infirmity of both body and mind. But Obianim said the Chief Justice is able physically, you know, or to me and juma and to win to minjina and also enkasi yenadi. But at the gray area, misconduct and then incompetence. And sa petition me and some way no grounded on these two grounds. And the fresh Chief Justice in free ho. And and one who a number of way President Mahama cancer petition no na any se a quabonting Emma Obi TB. And beginning and in second petition no. Or throw a letter by the cast and in second petition from Nipa Miensa calling for the removal of the Chief Justice. That it ended there. The petition, President Mahama and my petition and quabonting and quabebia. Until say yada na yeti say Chief Justice actual letter e dia kwakoma President Mahama say ebo petition na e dia bra na munsem me pese me tibi na me mayi me ho ano na catch say at that point that particular request wasn't necessary, but abra Chief Justice actual say akrata na ode koma President Mahama no letter ne beduru President Mahama ho no na ye leaky dada so who say media for e ka ho nsem President Mahama urge no oka say or you're worried about the fact say petition na Chief Justice de Breno enya nuru ne ho na media enya copy. So yeah, baby a leaky shots ye free by ya. First of all has to do with the letter na Chief Justice Air Comma President Mahama requesting for a copy. A hona leak ni start free ye. And a be we ne kobai me baba can say ma me no e wo ho kwan so obisa, but emrabia and President Mahama kuti pass at that point, you know. Council of State established a premier facia in these three way, Oberman hearing, because at that point, you know, no adversarial findings, you know, could be advanced against the Chief Justice. But then the next stage, you know, but the president being magnanimous enough, kind enough, Emma Chief Justice a copy of the petition. Mameno and Saka petition, ade anche and a yehu se petition as a leaky beam. And the Upa would trace the source of the leak now. Anytime something comes from the Chief Justice, you hear it, and Apollo Adomoche, the Kojina and the waste when you copy of the petition because President Mahama Abra the way no no, it was sealed. I will make sure say Obia ente. And in all this conversation, they never spoke to the first the content of the petition. Enti sa ane ekokoye. The yate ya na se MPP for ate the ekoso ahu the petition mo ama omo de krata akoto court wanim se President Mahama enni ho kwan se obesaki Chief Justice na chep se President Mahama kra de onni ho kwan se obe remove Chief Justice. And that particular point na maybe some ho say sometimes is ye nyina ye politics ye build your mind, But I hate it when obi person kyerɛ sɛ sɛbi onim nyansa akyɛn nipa biara, and apart from ɔmo no saa de bi kɔ so ɛna sɛ nyɛ ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ a wa ɔbɛyɛ biara wonim nyansa saa de no ɛmɛ tan ɛmɛ bufu, and this is the reason MPP for yɛ ɔmo se President Mahama ɛni ho akwanya akora sɛbi ɔbɛgye petition, because at the point ya ɔgye petition na ɔde ma Council of State, you know, at that point and this court process was initiated. But now no other ansa na Akufo-Addo obefiri akonnwa so no ne nsa ka petition ama no forward it to Council of State, ama mo consider the content in it atotweneye. So Akufo-Addo was right to receive a petition because no there no a president again. Ma we will fi say petition na President Mahama anya bia MPP for so on TV day. When Mahama was president in 2005, Mami bi your friend Loretta Lamte na ono na oye Shraj boss. Shraj in the position, you know, equal to justices of the your friend say court ne we no ma kwan afa so obeyi no the same process na chief justice na se fo nyina namu. MPP MP for your friend say Nsawam Aduajiri. Your friends are not on prayer. Actual petition the command President Mahama said only maameno for because we disika. One Richard Nyama, or your known MPP person, actual petition the command President Mahama. Emma President Mahama J petition, you know, or go through all the constitutional process as a upper committee. Emma committee ni ye na juma or movie ye no, or more findings, Ebra President Mahama no, or jina so this mami way adi. Don't forget that the petition was initiated by people within the MPP. Ama President Mahama or no any pa or yeah Juma man at the time, Shraj, even though it's a state institution, but it was operating at the time. Now Mahama president. President Mahama removed that woman. It's on record. And the same people no obisu from China or the petition aba say oh yeah very much concerned about the Equaswa in the first place. Or more motive was a petition no NDC for the church in control. Nipa na or the petition first one no call no or your police ni or your ACP or your fancy police headquarters our cra. Nipa crossan your lawyer. Eti on your party ni no waka say or your NDC no. The person is a police officer or your ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, right? Then the same person is a lawyer. Na nasemnie or the assem equal court. Na assem na or party to the case. Na Chief Justice na oye we ya na ote panel no so. Omudi assem ni nyina wie no mubu a ne force na sem enye de. Fine, wagye atom na ote wo na otie. Afa Chief Justice a deliver the ruling na wie. Onkwati a court ho a obi a hwe bi no. Na Chief Justice go bie na no a mo ye lawyer mo nim hwe mo sora na makofa case hunu bia na mo de abra e wo ha na mo de be ha nipa adwen keka nsama e kire se police ni na oye lawyer na e dia because wo ma ruling ni we are fine wa wie but off record to say wabon we ye lawyer wo nim hwe na mo sora mo ha nipa adwen petition ade we akofa ba nyansa that kind of comment na police ni na oye lawyer no ti say Chief Justice ka sa asem no ko bie na no ka say I disagree with nsem na wo ka no ehwa na Chief Justice sorry arrest him. Then this gentleman who is a police officer and a lawyer was arrested immediately and he was put in detention. Nsem na mo ka na mo ye na politics na make say wunnim ho hwea say na tie wadi asema wie dipa no wabu anafo ehho comment firi hefa but na ukọ petition no ma police ni say sa demeanor na ochinchim na no ye bo obi din a I said they look at you with scorn and that contempt, you know. Oh, I see looking down on people wey kwasiafo we na dwen mu no oh na mfifre bete we num na we num. You see that demeaning scorn view na and I say eyes na o de hwa amfo no beka ya President Mahama bo ni din at a press conference bi and I say at a program bi a one mo ni din o uhu sa ni bi no wachim na no akọhe ba bi I say behaving as if say that kind of, you know, behavior are contemptuous, discourteous. And according to police, you know, that is the same manner that Chief Justice treated him hwɛ no soro ne form catch and na we lawyer no cry. This guy police officer is a senior barrister. And on and on and on. I don't want to go details, but I think that the petition is out. I hope be a kind of bit me. Ah, san near mano. I'm a police officer here. Tam not in a cocotum. Abra yendi na sem because Chief Justice I can't sem and I catch and say or disagree. The next thing if you arrest him and a police for his when was a zombie or sadio and I yet twano and yet we good in sana yet tam yet no shame. Detain him. We are not in a banana republic where Chief Justice Bekasanobia, now the win and coupon. I could for know your president in a nipa can venture. How much more Chief Justice? And I make an teteno, and the other side say who nipa and we are Pontius Pilate, wish that the chena would dim quasia semana would dim sem huna nipa bakana biachero. You need to accept the modern terrain and the reality we find ourselves in, not behave as such. So those of you are more concerned NDC for being a church in Mahama. No. The person behind this petition is a police officer. A personal ordeal. Until a man narrate actually wakom or akom. And when yaw and or the actual that petition that come President Mahama. And again, another petition from one your friend saying Daniel Ofori or something. Yes. Also, the accusations are accuse Chief Justice Marco 21 in the petition. One has to do with the Chief Justice plane ticket or use of mine seeker and a private holiday as I'm called the security corner or the security needs to be in order a shame and a $10,000 a man a plane ticket over 100,000 plane ticket from Ghana to America. Nadan we seek a when I walk Breya Juma Obano. Senko ye juma wo DVLA ana ochira de as teacher near. Ah, what salary 4,000 5,000. And go betty me kwakotwa plane ticket over 100,000 and over at the America. As ya kwaje per diem. When you know very well, so because as a Chief Justice, you cannot make mistake. Because you are private travel, no state in say because you are still Chief Justice, you bet me financial. That is the essence of it. Then, because we are a Chief Justice, we need you to be accompanied by security in case. Because even though you're on a private trip, or mine will have to suffer. My security and we are ready to pay. Nipa and niatia unim nyansa, and there may security never the mebasha ho. And you greed. And you have the money, and the same person is sitting at the Supreme Court thinking, say, you're saying, she's all knowing, she's bossy, no, no, so kind of time be. And this is one of them. Sade na no, and see one a repeat two. Tam ne ba ne nikunu ba another one is on the security corner some time nikunu. Nikuna adwuma ma aban at the time. Our salary o called narcotic control board. I'm so on a director. A tam nikunu di nachi. Echo holiday. Ewa Africa haya. Echo tuya per diem almost $6,000 at the money kunu. You don't do these things. And this is a personal. So hold standard and integrity. Come a camera sama. On an hour de tibrakese. So dear nimu, but she did all these things. And a number of them. Paneling. Kwanya ofa so a yede national security for Bowra court abra yedi jachi kwesi asem na court on krata na ho nyi yakwase sade nyina chese nsem na petition no me say airtime o can be a airtime. That is why I was humbly suggesting say Chief Justice Ninsa competition no esenke hwanko no resign sabe ya sansen sebu nyina ma abontema amanfo emegu animase medwojo. Because at this time, sir, 6 panel, sir, committee no matter what anymore. We are Chief Justice. Justice Panamano has been under you. Oh, Kotana was lower lieutenant and him, even though when the United Supreme Court judges, but as a Supreme Court, we know way higher. Oh, Kotana the Nimamana to 2 Asrana Passa. And we see a year, and I'm somewhere Monema Mum, what the Namu de Pantino. Domilivo at a panel no subi. Domilivo at a panel no subi. mo amunim de mode aye no Akufo-Addo di ni nsem hu na oyi na di kwan a emfa nyansa kwan so no mo tena ase de case ni kɔhye ho ma ne de retirement ɛson ye ansa na mo kɔfa case na ba bedi nti ba ya mudi ye no ba na enyeye. You aided the president to commit a crime because watch ama ya hu say even Friday kra no mo betimi a constitute panel afanyo ma kende ne de ba ya ade anche less than 24 hours na wo ye so domini vodie na ehia no wo tena ase ma ne call retirement ansa or the panel no so. And I am told say there is one person a woni na ni ni ye kra woni na yere ni ni ye ono so te panel no so bi nti yaso obobra papa edi wanim obobra boni a edi wanim na yeko. So these are the petition. Amunse makacho say second petition no cases I almost bear 21 accusations and a yaswagu chief justice so. And the last one I can hold so has to do with omone asem we makan, but you see discussion no people don't value their mind to details. Asem we abaye no I remember I'm the only person who drill on that particular point. Upon all the media discussion, TV, so Obia jumped over that point. I made it quite clear, sir. At the preliminary hearing, no, speaker and the lawyer, Ekoye, Emma Yokuti or Mwanwasem, Emma Tado, sorry, even a concern about one of the judges are not a panel, no so can say, or you know, an MPP person, so on see why the person is part. Chief Justice Bemani ruling like a can in Sama Akoye. And here caught the substantive case, no. Na Chief Yafanza, Speaker of Parliament, a bufu, a homte. And he didn't file any case in the substantive case. But omotena si omwatie one party obudi assembly omudo mu really no Bible no. Then they quoted submissions made by the lawyer of Speaker of Parliament during the earlier preliminary hearing now, which has absolutely nothing to do with the main case. And I had a question, you find the speaker and him say a response to the case when indeed the speaker did not file any case of defense in his stead. Because he felt, oh, when the lawyer don't even respond to any, don't even file any statement, don't file anything. But the assembly really is available. They made it look like the assembly became the preliminary hearing, no, and Chief Justice sitting at the court, no, say these are two different scenarios altogether because the issues in contention, common sense will tell us were absolutely different. So you could have just stated, say, they did not file any way be a woman. And a lot of them are a coswa award this particular way. And say President Mahama follow due process. Na say onamsuna or yen juma bra on from membra. What is the point? MPP na ye voice I say mete akwa kutu ya sabi okasa home I say your friend is saying adwene ni netimi na bi o se hwan say ono kwaya demonstration kwaya protesting na say yes, this is a democracy you can do, but based on what? Mu obi a munim nyansa akra na nka de ekoso you hide behind a civil society organization that is credible. You see say no credible civil society organization that na no ato same way because the point is so who ni say Council of State omo gi asem no tum say e wonyina so yen set up committee na yen suspend the Chief Justice no. Enye ordinary people na ti animo. Madam Sofia Akufo one of the immediate past Supreme Court judge. Nye Supreme Court judge or Chief Justice te sa maame we ya oka Council of State no ho. Sofia Akufo o te subi. So obekaya JSC Akoto for dissenting okay sa din no or your Supreme Court Justice Madam Vida Akoto Bamfo the retired Supreme Court judge or can Council of State team no ho. So these are Supreme Court judges. Madam Betty Motidrisu or your former Attorney General. These are people munimembra, and we are talking about justices of the Supreme Court, our multi Council of State, and so almost will go through this petition. We say, there be enyina so wom, enti yansati akomo mango, almost enyina so wom. And do you think that's so far Yakufu, John Mahama bet me, I can't be on channel? No. Can President Mahama go and tell Akoto Bamfo say petition no relevant, relevant? He cannot do that. So these people, so nipa no more council of states is be a new krana. This is a former chief justice, and Akoto Bamfo is a former Supreme Court judge. They sat on this case and they've concluded no evidence is not enough. And so what is all this nonsense about? And you're very saying, and you're politically motivated when you are not adducing any sensible or cogent point to justify what you're saying, apart from the usual nonsense political way. And again, omono say you obi na ya nipa kra ya enye so omono mo ye de omo ye nipa, because this is not the first time I suspended judge. My memfa nkwa e chiro baka ya Amust submit a petition calling for the removal of high court judges binum obakaya. Sa judges no petition no nko president ho a court chief justice at the time na or the judicial council na so for be take year process ni nyina, but the ultimate power no rested with the president. President Akufo-Addo, upon recommendation from judicial council no at the time no suspended 4 justices, Justice Derry and 3 others. Okaya. They were suspended. Akufo-Addo there was right at the time abrana omunyendi assembly to suspend obi. John Mahama they on there onyenipa enti oni ho kwan. What kind of nonsense is this? Akufo-Addo suspended these people based on petition announced the court. At the time, nobody faulted him. And subsequently, Oyomodi, based on the findings, and Akufo-Addo judge said, what is it? Yamubi can't because he was following law. Evidence in the Makoto Nenimno. Now, Adri John Mahama, so now so the petition about to the nim. Now, all yet the same thing. You say, John, would away because of the John Mahama de ya enye de enti only onye nipa. So that's what I'm saying is that you see we are open to discussion as for bakata sami ade we. Say President Mahama jump gun ana oya ade na emfa kwan mu a, I'll be the first person to react to it. But as it stands now, papa no nyam for me ona me mra kwan so na eye na dwuma. Petition no first petition na ebe remove your friend is saying Charlotte say no besi nne yenim petitioner. It was faceless. Sesi amano kase mabo obedin say police officer or a lawyer or a ACP. O pese uhu na oko Accra Regional Police Headquarters or ho. Your friend Akoglu Dino full name. I mean he say menya mawa. Let me see if I can get the full name for you. Now one who say we enya faceless petition. A nipa na de call a nipa petition. Obi basi a nipa petition. Let me see if I can get to the petition. Yeah, so police in your friend Ayamba Yakubu. And a second petition here, Daniel Ofori. And a third one, no, a group. Omo from Shining Star. And on the petition, Akwakoma president. None of them they NDC. There is no political inclination because police officer, unless you're saying, say, Ghana police, lawyer, or reason to justify it. And the president is going through the processes. Our home crime, and until, say, anything will go contrary, if the MPP, why are they shouting? No civil society organization, nobody, apart from Omo, it means you have a peculiar interest because the woman was there advancing your cause, and you think she's going to be there protecting you. No, my major motivation has to do with sanitizing. And idea yema before metana that your friend saying that elitist arrogance, that filthy pride, that elitist arrogance, I look down on people say yana yako school, yana yedim ngoma na wenum there. That is the posture of the Chief Justice. She looks down upon everybody because mame, sure, Sanya man, it belongs to 12th century. And there will be a uncle school that you can't bully them. You can't. Because no feed you be. And role to develop to advance a country, Obia play different role. Obia play. It is the collective role you play, no, and the nation building. You think sitting at the Supreme Court presiding over and not build the country? It doesn't. Obi has to play their role. Drivers all play the role. So respect Obi, even including security. And this elitist arrogance, you now step me out of this. Your friend is saying, you say a lack of low self-esteem, where low intellectual esteem. This kind of behavior stem from low intellectual esteem, not self-esteem. Because you need to build walls. Say, you be coming close. I'm the Chief Justice. Share, mama. I'm catch no generation we know. I'm fast answer hunu ni power. Oh yeah, when near man why you need. So this is just a quick update. Yeah, I think I'll bring you further details later. Channel so the music channel when you subscribe subscribe and be part of this community and let's grow together. My name is Ivan Che Innocent One. Subscribe, copy this link, put it to whichever group be. Let us kill this jandam, not just send us my air course. Mr. Upya video don't just watch the video, copy the link, put it somewhere. Whichever platform was to be and so let people watch, let this video go viral. Now, man, for petition due to say what Akufo-Addo has done before, what some people in the MPP have done before, removing Shraj boss and other people. And I do John Mahama so now or exercise the same thing when Ghanaians are calling. Now, no, yet we never talk about Global Info Analytics for we never about Ghana for to do now. Said no, this woman must go because your judiciary no integrity. And that for me alone is enough for her to resign. And what kind of petty? No response, no. I'll bring it to you later. And at the kind of enough grounds. She could even deny her off record, no. She ridiculed, insulted, mocked a police officer or ultimately a lawyer or your senior lawyer than a semaba. No what for. That one sign channel fan concotum because my lord Akasa and I will be in an Akasa I disagree. Oh, boredom.